This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Dahnans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Renna really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Dahnans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shionne and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us, but nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shionne.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadine. But then there are people like Law and Shionne. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shionne mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shionne's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shionne.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shionne?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... Especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Shionne, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidrea plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about.
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsev when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsev's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shionne said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! My turn! Dragon Form!
Deity! Can you take it?
Glacial Spear! Pierce Eagle!
This one's mine!
Dragon Form!
Look sharp! This one's mine!
Explosive Ring!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Get lost!
Dragon Sword! Dragon Form!
Fire support!
Take out your defenses! In an instant! Impact Block!
Here's a healing arm!
My turn! No escape! Here I come! Its armor's too strong!
Their arcs were interrupted!
Be my guest!
Make it rain!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Huh?
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
I won't forgive you!
Dragon Swarm!
Bring him down!
No, you can't!
This one's mine!
Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Swarm! I'm going in!
Hear my call!
Explosive Ring! My turn!
Tiger Blade!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Now!
Can you
Here I
take it?
come!
Lunar Corruption! Lunar Blast! Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
My exploits are bearing fruit. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Water!
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life?
I'll make it rain!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'll
No, you can't!
Look sharp!
Double Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade!
Healing Circle!
I'm ready!
Jubilee!
All yours, Kisara.
Barely a blip on our radar.
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
long slog with this one. This one's mine! Now you see what I can do! Use a hand!
You're mine! I won't show you any mercy!
First aid! Take it! It's over! This one's mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me! There! Unpause! Take this! Turn! Water! Here's my call! Lightning meteor! I'm ready to go!
Skills in top form, art's working like a charm. Ha!
Someone seems rather pleased with herself.
You... Did you hear all of that?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Here I go!
Elusive deity! I'll face you. I can read your moves like a book.
Make it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
No!
Take this! Double demon back!
Take this! Annihilate!
Dragon!
Smash you!
My deal?
This one's mine!
I'm ready. All yours, Kisara.
Barely a blip on our radar. Let's dispose of the trash.
Got you now!
Leave the torch to
Try
me!
harder! Take this! Demon back! Dragon form!
Watch for their range attack!
The rebel! Try this! Explosive! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Here I
My
go!
turn!
Resonate with the earth.
Rising Falcon!
Stalagmite.
Shot! One more!
No further.
Tiger Blade! Lunar
Here I
Corruption!
come!
Lunar
Double demon
Blade!
back! Dragon swarm!
I'll face you.
Try this!
Not over! Here I go! One more! Tiger Blade! Line up!
Rising Falcon! Double demon back!
Elusive deity.
Dragon swarm!
Ridwell!
Frozen?
Hammer!
I can feel my power growing!
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
That's far enough!
Take this!
Crescent Moon! Searing Flame!
Elusive deity.
This one's
Here's a
mine!
healing art!
Try this!
First aid!
Stalagmite.
Double demon back!
Corruption! Do it!
Rising
One
Falcon!
more! Tiger Blade!
Elusive
You're mine!
deity.
Dragon swarm!
Lightning!
Watch the rain!
I'm ready.
Kisara, frozen?
Hammer!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
I won't forgive you! With the ring! Burn it! Water! Double demon fang! You did it! My turn! Here I go! You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Try this! All yours!
Do it!
Explosive ring!
The enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that! Do it!
I'm practically unstoppable.
I'll do my best! You got spirit!
Glacier going in!
Tiger Blade!
Is it too late to talk over our differences?
Try this! On guard! You did it! Now! Take this!
On guard!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! Going in! Demon Fang!
By the power going in!
One! Explosive ring!
Hook shot! One more! Tiger Blade!
It's on!
This help?
Not today!
Take this!
Dragon Form!
Hook shot!
Try
Let the
this!
marksman handle it!
Lightning Meteor! Explosive ring!
Annihilation! This one's mine! This one's mine! Hook shot!
I'm not
Ready to go! Not in your dreams! Searing flame! Reload! Mega ray!
In a bind?
Going in!
Try this!
Annihilation!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Take it right up.
Shut him down!
I can carve through armor.
Look back!
Behold, the Earth pulse. Tectonic fission.
Take this!
First aid!
Make it rain! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
How much longer will our healing arts last?
This'll make us even more formidable.
This looks nice and tough.
Right, here goes! Dragon
Glacial
Form!
spear! Here's evil!
Explosive ring! Eat dirt!
Perfect move! Did you see this coming?
Demon Fang!
I'm ready!
Dragon Form!
Burning strike!
Explosive ring!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah.
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
Water,
Not
hear my
again.
call!
Dragon Form!
Red! Tiger Blade!
Alpha!
Fury! Burning strike!
Make it rain! Double me! In an instant! Impact block!
I feel sprightlier than before.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed.
An opponent like this should be eaten. Stop that!
Their arts were interrupted! Mega ray!
Shattering!
You think that shield will save you?
Hard!
And get to this!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Going in. There.
I can carve through walls!
Ready to go. Go. Crescent move.
No further! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone. Here I
Resonate
go.
with
I'm
the
only
earth.
getting started.
No arts of being interrupted.
It's over. I'm only getting started. Mega Ray. Help this. Do not. Sighted. You're mine.
A debut performance!
Tiger Blade. Tiger Blade.
It's go time!
Freeze Lancer.
Can you take it? Resonate with the earth! Decide, Mark!
Here's evil. On guard. Freeze Lancer. Tiger Blade.
Elusive deity! Can you take it? Fantastic!
I'm only ready. Frozen.
Hammer!
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of the
I'm ready for the next battle. Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
So much for talking it out!
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang! Elusive Deity!
Do it!
Demon Fang! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
To get...
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Gotta break through! Now you'll learn!
Begin!
Healing arc!
A
They really don't give up, do they?
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! Now! The enemy wields ours too.
We'll soon see about that.
Hear my call!
Hitting pile driver!
I can't heal you forever.
Kisara! Commander of Heavens! Phoenix Cyclone!
My exploits are bearing fruit. This one will be difficult to predict.
Got you now!
One time!
That may prove a thorn in my side.
For my lord!
Rotating pile driver! Now you see what I can do!
Tiger
It's over! Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver!
You're mine! Dragon Force!
Tiger Blade!
Try this!
Benediction light.
Explosive ring!
In a bind! Look sharp!
I've used too much.
This one's mine! Tiger Blade! This one's mine!
Look sharp!
Explosive ring! It's over!
Rotating pile driver! Begin!
Astral Arc?
That's my cue.
We're not finished!
Shut him down! Negative Tiger Blade! Resonate! I'm ready!
In an instant!
Impact Claw!
Now!
There!
Magna Ray!
Magna Ray!
On your knees!
Magna Ray!
It's go time!
Tiger Blade!
Elusive deity!
Spear!
Rotating pile driver!
Explosive ring! Burn in hell!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! Elusive deity! Me! Rotating pile driver!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Gravitas Field!
Now!
Fire ahead.
Here I come!
Dragon Swarm! Everlasting
Do it! Ridwell!
Frozen?
Hammer! I've been doing really great lately. I'll do my best! Bring 'em
Dragon Swarm! Pull back!
Elusive deity!
Carve through all! My shield!
Make it rain!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! Not a chance!
There!
You're finished!
Flaming meteor!
I've used a bit too much healing.
What's this thing?
Finally.
What is it?
I found an ingredient for that new recipe.
Explosive ring! It can hide itself? Grenade!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity!
Going in. Glacial Spear. Here's evil. Freeze Lancer.
Dragon Swarm!
Shattering deity!
Mega Ray.
Double demon everlasting darkness! Negative
Try
gate.
this!
Resonate
Here's
with
a
the
healing
earth!
arc.
Explosive ring!
First aid.
Thanks.
Flaming
Double
meteor!
demon fang! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Sighted.
Armor won't save you!
Not on my watch.
Can't get out of this!
Healing Ray.
Elusive deity! Rotating fire!
Dragon Swarm!
Flaming meteor! Look shot!
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity!
Will this help?
Dragon
One's
Swarm!
mine!
Try this!
Healing Circle.
Rotating fire! Tornado drive! Thanks,
Here I
Shionne.
come!
Mega Ray.
Dragon Swarm!
You made me angry! That was a bad idea!
On your knees! Double demon fang!
Catapult. Reload.
Tiger Blade!
Lightning. Where are you going?
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Done it! I'll leave it to you! Double demon fang!
Not so fast! Tiger Blade!
Hear me.
Dragon Swarm!
What in the world? Don't worry. I'm alright. Still standing.
Healing Circle.
I owe you one.
Negative gate!
Another incantation ruined.
Lunar Corruption.
Take much more.
Going in.
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity!
Tiger Blade.
Dragon Swarm!
On guard!
One more.
Explosive ring!
Here, let me help.
Double demon fang!
Elusive deity!
Double demon fang!
Gravitas Field. Mega Ray.
I am not beyond fury.
I let my guard down!
Forgive me.
You're finished!
This is my fault.
Do it.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.